So first of all, congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So what drew you to the script when you first read it?
For me, see, I've grown up watching love triangles, okay? And for me, this was my first opportunity to be a part of a love triangle. And just the world, the treatment, the character, all of that was something new for me. The makers coming together, the producers, the writer, the director, they're all from a very different outlook to cinema they have, and them coming together with Abhishek and Taapsee, I've never worked with them before, so all of it seemed really fresh to me, and that's why everything just felt right.
What about you, Taapsee?
For me, it's my first ever out-and-out love story. That was the first big reason for me to get a little more biased towards it. And then it's because this character, what was interesting about Manmarziyaan is the point of view of the love story is going to be the girls this time.
Yeah.
Because we always end up seeing love stories in Hindi cinema from the point of view of a man. So the girl more or less becomes like a tennis ball between the two men, or under the pressure of family, and she takes decisions. But this one is not going to be like that. So that kind of liberates her to take her own decisions, good or bad, right or wrong. So that was quite interesting for me to play.
Right. And one more thing was that the script, she's a free-spirited girl, and none of the guys in her life ask her to change her.
Yeah, true.
That I found was very interesting. So does that mean that you're trying to show an, I guess, eye-opening in terms of millennials in India?
I think we're just showing the reality today. It's gone and done and dusted that you ask change and the girl will be forced to change, and it might still happen in certain parts, but millennials actually they don't go through that problems are different now. It's no more about parental pressure of marrying a certain boy. It's more about what do you feel we want to do at that particular moment. It might be a wrong decision for you, but you would rather fall down and learn from it and get up and then walk ahead still. So it's about that, I think.
And you mentioned, I guess, I read somewhere that you thought this was your alter ego, this character?
It very much is. Very much
or
is.
Or you're more similar to it?
Sorry?
Oh, you're more similar to him.
I am in a way that that's the reference that I always keep giving is that the person you're talking to right now is Clark Kent, but that's the Superman inside that Clark Kent, So that's Vicky Sandhu, that's DJ Sand in the film. He's flamboyant, he's impulsive, he's eccentric, he's carefree. Most of us usually tend to think of the consequences whenever you're doing something or plan to do something that your heart says, but here's this guy who never thinks about the consequences. He just does it, experiences it, and then takes it probably, okay, this was right or this was wrong, and it to play such a character was really a liberating experience. It just frees you, in a beautiful way.
Right. You too mentioned that this is one of the most liberating characters you've performed. Why so?
Yeah, because as I mentioned before, it was always about, girl is always asked to take the right decision, because for some reason the entire responsibility of morality is on her shoulders every single time. And on all the other films that I've portrayed a strong protagonist, it's always that she's doing the right thing. So this time, it was like liberating to go out and do whatever she wants to do. It was actually, even in real sense, Anurag Kashyap, he just asked me to do whatever I wanted to do.
That was our direction.
Yeah, just do whatever you feel, however you feel like doing it, and I'll capture it. That was precisely our brief for every scene that we did.
Yeah.
So that's why it was liberating in not just one way as a character, but also as an actor. It was just like, I could do whatever I wanted under the sun, and he's like, I'll capture it.
Oh, interesting. So yeah, what was it like working with him? I heard he never usually said cut at all.
No, so what he usually does is he's a director who really cherishes imperfections in a scene, in a character. So if we are doing a scene and if we go slightly away from the script, or if there's a glitch in the scene, he really enjoys it.
He thrives on it.
He thrives on it. He wants the characters to explore that mistake now. He won't say cut because, you're not supposed to say that.
Yeah, I slipped in a scene and he was like, he didn't stop. He was like...
So if there is a mistake, he would be like, now we're getting that take. Now I want to see the characters improvise according to the mistake that they did.
Right.
That's how he feels that he got something real. He got something organic, And he always, he used to always throw us in an unknown space. Obviously we had the scene, we had the script and all of that, but still, like, a night before shooting that scene, we used to read the scene and we were like, okay, the scene is going to be in the kitchen and these three characters. Subconsciously, an actor has those visuals in his mind. You go on set, you realize there's no more a kitchen, you're in the middle of the street, and you're just shooting this entire scene walking on the street. So it's that improvisation. He'll just change something. He's very impulsive in that sense. He'll come on set, he'll be like, okay, this is the set, these are the co-actors, okay, let me just get the geography now right for the scene.
What was it like working with Abhishek?
Well, I've worked with a Zad before, so I had a easy sense of what kind of a person he is, like at least basic. So the ice breaking was not really required there. But when I came on set, he has got, I think, one of the best few people I've seen with an amazingly good sense of humor. He lightens up the mood suddenly, and you wouldn't even realize that he has a very dry, sarcastic sense of humor. So when he's around you, some people try to take a while to realize, has he just cracked a joke or was he serious? So and I love that humor. So I used to recognize that and enjoy it in that very moment, which everybody didn't immediately. So that was the best part about having Abhishek around, the way he just brings in this new energy and humor on the set. Well, he is a senior compared to us. He's a senior actor. He's worked in many more films than we have. So I guess he brings a certain amount of that whole maturity to the scene or a setup or the set for that matter. So yeah, so it was always like a very there's someone who's going to be taking care kind of a personality around.
Yeah.
And he does have a tag of being a prankster.
But he didn't do that with us, actually. He was pretty kind to us, I guess.
You guys have played a lot of unconventional roles before, so is that something you're consciously searching for or looking for in a list or in a script that comes out?
The thing is, to be very honest, personally, I don't have this approach, oh, this is unconventional, let's do this. I feel the definition of unconventional, the word also keeps changing with time, you just tend to take up parts which this part in the story really affected me when I read it or heard the narration. Let's do it. It's as simple as that. You don't really tend to go, oh, this is unconventional, this, that. Those are the tags that get applied to you after you're through the process. You've just done it with all sincerity. And then you later, in retrospect, you realize, oh, this was unconventional, So I don't really approach it with that state of mind, but I feel happy to know that, oh, these were unconventional, So I don't know. I don't really go and approach it with that sense.
Well, I actually, again, I don't really plan it like that, but honestly, I get such roles which most of the times a lot of directors come to me and it's like, we know nobody else will take the risk of doing it, so let's just go to you. So most of the time it's like that, and I always say that I want to do stuff that I want to see on screen. So I don't want to do those films in which I feel like, oh yeah, I've seen these characters or this kind of a script or an idea before. What's the point? You don't want to waste 3 hours of a person's life seeing the same thing again and again. So yeah.
Is there a role or a genre you'd like to tackle?
I want to be an X-Men. Or Avengers. That's the only genre role or whatever that's left that I feel that I'm not going to get anytime soon. So I just want to be there in there. Is anyone listening?
What about you?
I actually always wanted to be part of a period drama, but now I'm getting that opportunity to be a part of Karan Johar's next film called Takht, which is a period drama. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Interesting. And lastly, this film in Canada is titled Husband Material. So what, in your opinion, constitutes husband material?
I think we should ask this to Anurag Kashyap. What made him choose this title as husband material? Usually, conventionally in India, it's more about wife material that we always keep discussing. Is she wife material or no? It kind of brings a giggle when we say, okay, husband material, because that's not really heard of. So yeah, it's husband material because it's, as I said, it's the story is from Rumi's point of view, the girl's point of view. So it's about her quest or search of finding the right man for her. So I think that's why it has been titled as husband material.
What makes someone husband material?
I feel it's very subjective.
Yeah, at different times, different moods.
I don't think there can be one type of husband material applicable to all the women.
Right.
Yeah.
It might differ and it will differ from woman to woman. So I think every woman should have her own type of husband material, in her head.
And a right to choose.
Thank you so much for the chat. I'm wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.